Tonight I have the pleasure of introducing Bonnie Cochran. She's a flautist, and Pieter Struyk, a percussionist. In addition to teaching music lessons, developing children's concert series, and leading an award-winning high school residency program, Bonnie is a composer whose music has been performed at Forbes Place, Brookline Music School, Carnegie Hall, and more. She's been recorded for soundtracks and CDs. She has performed at national conventions and won competitions as a soloist, while also performing as a member of a chamber music group at festivals, colleges, and universities. Pieter's played at international festivals and recorded for national campaigns. He has performed with several Grammy winners, including Yo-Yo Ma and Patty Austin, as well as with the Claflin Hill Symphony Orchestra. Currently in residence at St. Anthony Shrine in Boston, he's on the faculty at Worcester Polytechnic Institute and Concord Academy. So it is my honor to introduce them, and I hope you'll enjoy their concert of Guarantee. Thank you.
I wanted to say a little bit about the first piece before we play it. There's a little bit in the program notes, but it's based on the story of the novella, which is a short book, Jonathan Livingston Seagull. And in the version that Robert Maggio created, it's a ballet. He kind of makes the modern day version of it, turns the seagull into a stockbroker and whatnot. And I've been pondering for a while why he would do that. And then today, as I was thinking about the program and maybe what I might say about the piece, I did a little Google search, and sure enough, I found out Neil Diamond recorded a whole album called Jonathan Livingston Seagull. I'm thinking there might be other reasons, to make it more approachable and, you see it as a human rather than an animal, but I don't know. I think he might also be trying to separate from that album. Not that it's bad. I didn't get a chance to listen to it yet, but I will. But we can totally do that. But we're going to play the last 3 movements of this suite. And in the story, there's a seagull who is, he keeps calling it trying to attain perfect speed. So he's always bettering himself and trying to fly better, trying to fly higher, trying to fly faster. And at some point, he achieves what he calls perfect speed, and he ends up in another realm where he ends up with a mentor, and the mentor helps him do everything he's trying to do and better himself. And the very last thing that his mentor says to him is the title of the first movement that we're going to play. Keep working on love. He says, keep working on love, Jonathan. Keep working on love. And so then Jonathan goes back to his flock and where he came from, and the second movement is that. He returns to where he came from, and he takes on a protege named Fletcher. And then the last thing that Jonathan says to Fletcher when Fletcher goes on to another round is keep finding yourself.
Keep working on yourself.
Keep working on yourself. It's printed wrong on the sheet music, so I always get it confused. Keep working on yourself. All right, here we go. title, 50 Fish, the composer has a friend that he calls Vies, I think is how you say it, which in Dutch means fish. And he wrote the piece for his friend's 50th birthday. And one of the things that I really love about the piece is the interplay between the recorded part and then what I'm going to be playing. So I'm curious for people in the audience, how many people have ever been outside and maybe walking around and you hear a bird and you decide to whistle and see if it'll respond to you? So I think as a musician and particularly a flute player, I have an extra dose of that. And I actually do have flute player friends who have had birds respond to their flute playing when they're practicing, which is really cool. The cool thing about this piece, besides all the other cool things, is that I get to interact in this one with whales. So I get to talk to a whale and kind of dance with a whale, and, well, I'll stop there.
Some of the instruments that I'm playing here that just look kind of crazy. Some of these things are pretty conventional. The pedal and bongos. But I also have here wood blocks called temple blocks. They're sort of tuned pentatonically, which is kind of fun. I have a little lonely finger cymbal here by itself. It's all right. Over here, these golden little discs, these are called crotales, and they're tuned cymbals. So they're tuned just like other instruments. They have pitches. It's a scale, just like like a xylophone or anything else. Have different wind chimes here, and we have Bonnie's G chime, which we have all the whole thing, and then the vibraphone here, which people know, it's kind of like a xylophone, except that it's metal and it has a dampening pedal, like a piano does. So you can sort of dampen it at will. It also has a motor, which you're going to hear later more. The Jetson underwater sound, right? The Jetsons, so that's kind of fun. So, a lot happening up here. So, a word about this piece. Bonnie wrote this, put this together. So, what you're going to be hearing is Bonnie's part is written out, and some of my part is written out, but a lot of it is improvised in between her part. So, it's sort of a composite of a composed piece. It is a composed piece, but there's room to move. Did I do that justice? Is that about right? Is that okay? No, I can. So, enjoy, everybody. Starts a do-over. You'll see.
I was still thinking about the whales.
we do a little change around in this section. I'll talk to you about this piece a little bit. So this next piece, aquatic, also is a multimedia experience, like what Bonnie just did with 50 fish. And so this all came about back in May. Bonnie and I were playing, or commenced at the top of the Holy Cross, playing Susan marches and stuff like that. And she talked to me about this concert and this theme of water and this thing that we'd be doing. And so I said, sure, I'll check it out. Then she sent me the music. But so it's been a challenge, but it's been a joy to work on. It's a very rich piece, and the imagery is just great with the movie. I wish I could see the movie, but I can't. I'll be doing this. Maybe later we'll do that, but hope you enjoy Quantum.
Peter?
Yes. Try to do a little test here, folks. It's in there. It's a teeny bit loud. Thank you. Restart it. Oh, wait, sorry. Sorry about it, I'm old.
Oh, no, it's fine. I can talk just for a second. while you-
Sure.
Yeah, so this piece and 50 fish, I found, I don't know, maybe 4 years ago or something. And this program has been in the works that long because I thought those pieces were so cool, I had to figure out a way to do them. And so I'm very thankful to Peter for being game on that.
Yeah. Are there turtles in that movie? Were there? I love turtles. I had turtles in my 20s. At one point, I had 4 turtles. And when I was on the road, I had caregivers. I had like a custom terrarium for my turtles and people. Anyone here have turtles? Do you? What kind? George. His name is George? What kind of turtle is George? Very nice. Turtles are great. But I didn't get to see. I'll see the movie later. Sorry, we need a little reset here. Bonnie, do you have anything to say about it?
Yeah, I have a lot to say.
All right.
No. So, definitely first, I want to thank everyone that made this happen. So, Tracy, thank you, Westborough Public Library. Technical hard stuff that us musicians were kind of like, so thank you. And then the Westborough Cultural Council funded this concert, most of it, and we are very grateful for that as well. Everything they do in the community is so just amazing. So. Any way that you can support them, maybe Arts in Common, and that's in the fall. Those of you who are in Westborough, for that. And thank you for everyone being here, even some Westborough Cultural Council members. Thank you. And the last piece on the program, we had premiered here, or I had premiered here a couple years ago. And so I wrote it kind of on the heels of the pandemic. But it was a little bit after. But the program notes tell you a little bit about the idea of it. There just kept being news stories and other things around me where I was just struck by the invisibility of so many important things, important people. And so one day, I'd taken a jazz lesson, and my teacher had told me it was okay to repeat things over and over, which in my classical training, that's not really allowed. You gotta keep changing things up. But so I sat down, I was sitting on the floor, and I started noodling around, and I started playing this repetitive figure. And yeah, I was just really feeling the whole idea of what I wrote the piece about, and that motive, that little piece ends up in the composition a lot. Pretty much unchanged from just improvising. So, it has a kind of a sad beginning, but it doesn't necessarily have to be sad. Just think of it more as a reflection. I think the last thing I wrote in the program notes was, what in the world do you not see? What do we not see? You know, something beautiful. It could be a petal on a flower, a raindrop. So, with that, here is Invisible. Pardon?
You're all set. All right.